Loki Season 2 is now officially here. Episode 1 out on Disney Plus for you guys to go and check out right now. I've just watched it. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts. Smash yours down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk about Episode 1 of Loki right now. So, Loki Season 2, Episode 1, and now out. The wait is over. The wait is over. It's finally here. Look, Season 1 of Loki, I think, is easily the best Marvel Disney Plus show. I think it really is. It just balanced things perfectly with the comedic side, with the stakes, with the dramatic side. I thought that all blended really well. The characters were great. We got a more in-depth thought of who Loki really is deep down. That was all great. And obviously we get that really great finale with Kang, with his introduction and where things are going to possibly go. Now, Season 2 I've been excited for. It's probably been up there as one of the most excited I've been for a Marvel project in recent time, because we obviously know about the quality. And I was really hoping that Episode 1 was going to kickstart this into potentially be another fantastic season. And after watching Episode 1, it did exactly that for me. I am very excited for this season moving forward now. I thought, look, I didn't need Episode 1 to be the greatest thing in Marvel. I didn't need Episode 1 to be this insane killer episode that just absolutely blows your mind and you're sitting there like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. No. I needed Episode 1 to come in, get me reacquainted with Loki, with Mobius, with the dynamic between them, establish where we are right now currently with the state of the TVA. What is going on? Where could this potentially go? That's what I needed it to do. And that's exactly what the first episode did for me. It's like we never left. Like, let's be real. The Loki-Mobius connection, the friendship, is just so much fun. The banter that these two have back and forth is the best. It's up there with Thor and Loki's banter when they're going back and forth. I just absolutely love it when they're on screen. The chemistry, Owen Wilson, man. It's just so good seeing Owen Wilson back again. And he just plays Mobius so well. But it's the idea of these two trying to figure out what is going on with Loki. And that's what this whole episode is about. Loki is going between the past and the present and the future currently. He's getting pulled into different times. And in this actual episode, they call it time splitting. That is what Loki's doing. And the whole episode revolves around, how do we stop Loki from time splitting? That is the whole idea of this episode. And they introduce a character in this episode that I absolutely love. I think he is fantastic. His name's Obi. And Obi is hilarious. He is so much fun. Obviously, the actor, I am a huge fan of him. He obviously won the best supporting actor for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And he is absolutely fantastic in here. I think his performance is great. And it's the elevation of that performance that makes you really get invested into the scene. And what they did really well with this scene is, as Loki is time splitting, he splits back to the past. And this is where he has a conversation with him in the past, and while we're going in the present, while Mobius is having a conversation with Obi is starting to remember in the present about the conversation he had with Loki. And I thought that was brilliantly done, having them feel like they run parallel as he is remembering. And it's fantastic. And obviously, look, we know that some projects in Marvel recently have had no balance tonally. Obviously, Thor, Love and Thunder, you have this dramatic side, but it is overshadowed by a country mile with the comedic side. It's almost too comedic and too goofy. And then obviously you have Ant-Man as well, that does that in a way as well. And then you have other ones. Now, this one to me, Episode 1 balanced that. It balanced the dramatic side where Loki's running around like, man, this is happening, man. Things aren't good. Like, we need to do this. There's that serious tone there. But then you have the comedic relief, and it's not overpowering. It feels natural. It feels like Mobius and Loki would have this banter, because we've seen this before, and this is what they do in that situation. But when it needs to be serious, Mobius gets serious. Loki gets serious. That's what you need. And then obviously when they're talking to Obi, you know, they're trying to be serious, but Obi's this laid back character, and he's supposed to be the funny one. He's supposed to be the comedic relief, while these two are stressing, like, no, we need to fix this. But then, obviously, if you've been around someone that is so laid back and just, you know, chill and funny and that, you start to get into that vibe with them in that moment. And that's what happens with Mobius when they're talking about, oh, I've been here before, and they start trying to remember things and stuff. So you have that side. But I thought the balance was fantastic, and it's great to have these characters back on screen. And obviously, we now learn about time splitting as well. You can do it, but in the TVA, it's unique. It's never happened before. So obviously, this could have something to do with, like Loki says in this episode, to do with Kang's actual tempad that he had that they used, and Sylvie kicked him through the door using that. So maybe that could have something to it. I don't know. We don't know yet. But this episode set the tone for where we could potentially go moving forward. Obviously, we know about the time branches all going on, and there seems to be an overload. What is holding the TVA there can't sustain holding the TVA and sustain all the branches at the same time. So we have that conundrum there as well going on. Obviously, we have the stuff with Sylvie as well. We know that Sylvie, what she did in the last season. But here, we have a little post-credit scene about her. Obviously, we see Loki meet her here in the future. But when he comes back to the present, we see her now in a post-credit scene. And obviously, we know about her backstory and what she's gone through in that. So I thought that scene is a nice little scene for her character herself and how she feels justified in the decision she has made. Because you got to remember, like, these people now know the truth of the TVA and what it actually is, and they're killing innocent timelines and stuff like that just to stop this universal war. So Sylvie feels like she's done the right thing, and that's what I mean about the character development there. It fit her character for that scene. Now, obviously, we have other stuff that goes on in this episode as well. At the start, we have the judges all there, and they're trying to make it. There's obviously something going on with one of the judges, and I think his name's X05 or something like that. So there's something going on with them because they're going somewhere. They're going after Sylvie. There's all these people and stuff like that. All these TVA people, officers going after her. So there's something about them as well. But I thought this episode did a fantastic job reintroducing us back into the world that Loki is currently in, and reintroducing us into Loki and Mobius's characters. The performances are great. Tom Hiddleston is fantastic as Loki. I could watch him and Owen Wilson all day. The chemistry is just absolutely fantastic. The score, I mean, that score is absolutely phenomenal as well. I love the Loki score, and it's great to hear it again. But look, the first episode for me absolutely nailed it out of the park. I'm excited for this one. I'm really excited. I hope that it's like Loki season 1, and I hope it doesn't go down the route of the other ones where it's like good for the first 3 episodes and then it starts dwindling, and then it gets to the finale and you're kind of like, bleh. Loki season 1 didn't do that, so hopefully this one continues down that. So let me know what you guys think of episode 1 of Loki. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.